Hi and welcome to the ThruNite channel. So in today's video we're going to be featuring the brand new ThruNite pill case, which is really interesting. It has multiple chambers. We're going to be comparing that to some other, found and common titanium specifically pill holders that are available on Amazon. So the new ThruNite pill holder is solid titanium, as is all the rest that are on the table here. And I have a variety of different pills here, including these are 500 milligram Tylenols. Alright, so that's going to represent average size for a pill, but I have a couple random ones here. So the ThruNite pill holder sells for $9.99. Again, it's solid titanium, it has multiple chambers here. We're going to be comparing that with these other 5 popular models that are on Amazon. The first one here is the O-Knife Optical H1 Mini, also solid titanium. This sells for $12.99. This has a single chamber. Alright, then we have the Tisur, T-I-S-U-R Micro, also solid titanium. This sells for $19.99, multiple chamber. This one's really interesting. This is the Celo Nitro. This is made in the USA. This is kind of specific to nitroglycerin. Alright, so if that's something you happen to carry on you, this is something that's, again, it's kind of very specific to that pill. We're going to test it with some of these other ones, but I don't think anyone's going to fit. And this currently sells for $32.95, also solid titanium. The higher price is mostly due to the USA manufacturing. Then next here we have the Ementha. This is a much larger model, multiple chamber, also solid titanium. This one sells for $31.99. And on the end here we have the Pifni Torpedo. That sells for $12.87, and again, solid titanium, multiple chamber. Alright, so first up is the ThruNite. Now, something to note is that I believe all of these came with spare O-rings, but some of them came with extra accessories like a key ring of sorts as well as a necklace. So the ThruNite one does come with both. We have a flat split ring, which is really interesting, so it's easy to use. You just separate it, as opposed to the traditional ones where you have to kind of use your nail, and sometimes it's very uncomfortable or almost impossible to use. So we have basically a large, easy to use split ring. And then we also have a necklace that comes with this. Alright, so really interesting if you want to carry this around the neck or use this to maybe loop through the holes in a bag or something. You can loop this through the the ring on your pants pocket, like your belt loop, and then keep it in your pocket. This way, when you go take it out, it doesn't get lost. There's a million ways you can use this necklace that comes with it, but taking a look at the actual pill holder itself, I'm going to take it off this ring for just a moment so we can focus on that. So again, very easy use. All you do is separate this, right, by pushing it to the side. Let me get it like this. So see the top portion, I'm just pulling to the side. Alright, this way you can slip it off very easily. Alright, so let's put that off to the side and look at just this pill holder. Alright, so you see the ThruNite logo on top, large lanyard hole. Alright, there's multiple chambers here, right, with O-rings. So we have one chamber there, 2, and 3. Now what's nice about this is, of course, it's modular. So you can take the middle chamber out, and you can just use the 2 if you want. Alright, so it's a smaller unit. Or, of course, you can take off the top chamber and just use the bottom one. Alright, if you want a ultra small unit like on the keychain or something. Alright, so I want to try it with these pills now. Again, this is a 500 milligram Tylenol, so it's a larger pill and much longer. I wanted to show that you could fit, let's say just one in each chamber for the top and the middle on the ThruNite. So we have one on top, one in the middle here, but the bottom one, it's a little bit short. Alright, so that does not screw onto there. So in this case, you might just want to have the 2 chambers, right? If you wanted to carry something even bigger, let's try this. This one here is a multivitamin. This is a very large pill, all right? This one does fit on the ThruNite, all right? But again, it's going to be the first and second chamber, not the third chamber on the bottom. The third chamber on the bottom would fit, multiple smaller pills like these, all right? In fact, I could fit all 3 on the bottom there if I need to. Alright, so in this particular case, you have your daily medicine and 2 Tylenol in case you needed it, or in this case a multivitamin. But so of course there's a variety of different pills, sizes and shapes and things. For the ThruNite, the top 2 chambers are just a little bit bigger, and they do accommodate this large multivitamin. Alright, but again, that bottom chamber is mostly for some of the smaller pills. Alright, so next up, that O-Knife Optical H1 Mini. So obviously this is a totally different design. We just have one chamber. All right. So we have quite a few threads on there. So this one, let's see, the multivitamin does fit in there. Does it fit in there with the Tylenol? Looks like it does. All right, I can screw that down if I need to. All right, so the larger chamber will carry some of the bigger pills, you know, if necessary. If you have some huge pills, then maybe you can carry one in here. But for the most part, let's see if I can get 3 with the Tylenol in here. No, 3 is a little bit too much for these longer pills here. Obviously, you can carry all the smaller ones if you needed to. So I have all 3 of these small ones, as well as, it looks like maybe just 1. Nope, you could fit 2 if you angle it. 2 of the Tylenol. All right. So a little bit different where there's just one chamber, but the chamber is larger, so it does accommodate multiple pills. The only problem with that really is cross-contamination. If you have a medicine and you're, you know, mixing it with a vitamin or something, you could get medicine on the vitamin, although in very, very small amounts. It's something to be, you know, something to think about there. Now, one more note, this did come with a small split ring and a spare O-ring, but that is it. It did not come with any kind of a large split ring or necklace or anything like that. All right, so that is the O-Knife Optical H1 Mini. All right, so next up here is the Tisser Micro. All right, this is a little more similar in style to the ThruNite, so it compares more directly. This one did come with a fairly wide clip here. All right, very easy. Just push that down. It's kind of like a round carabiner. But anyway, so we have, let's see, the bottom chamber. All right, which is that going to fit the vitamin? It will not. It won't be able to screw back on. Can it fit a Tylenol? No, because it's covering the threads there, so I can't get it to the thread. But it can carry. Looks like the smaller ones. Can it carry all 3? Yes, it can carry all 3 with ease. All right, so that's the bottom chamber. All right, then the second chamber here looks to be bigger, just like the ThruNite. So we can. Actually, no. That is covering some threads. You can probably get it started, but I wouldn't recommend. Oh no, okay, it did go completely on, so you can carry a longer pill there, like the Tylenol. All right, and then the top chamber looks to be about the same as the middle one. Let's see if we can get that multivitamin there. No, it doesn't look like you can thread it once that's on there. No, I'm wrong. That's very deceiving. Maybe it's pushing the pill down. Let's see. Yeah, it's squeezing it inside this cavity here. Not the end of the world, but it is damaging the side of that pill, so I wouldn't recommend it. You know, maybe something a little smaller like the Tylenol. That would be fine because it can fit inside the cavity on the top. All right, so I would say this would be totally fine for, you know, 2 of the Tylenol and all 3 of the smaller pills on the bottom. So again, this is very similar in comparison to that ThruNite. All right, very interesting. So 3 chambers, and of course, like I said before, you can, you know, it's modular, so you don't have to use all 3 chambers. You can use just the 2 here for something shorter, or of course, you can just do, you know, the top cap and the bottom chamber, which would be the smallest version of this. So that is quite small. I mean, it looks like a giant pill itself. All right, but that is the Tisser Micro. All right, so next up here is the Sealo Nitro. Again, this thing is teeny tiny. I do not have any pills on the table at the moment that could fit into here. All right, it really is specific to nitroglycerin. Although, you know, I'm sure there are some other pills in the market that are super, super tiny that you might want to, you know, carry this in. And of course, it's sold as a pill capsule holder, but you could put anything inside that would fit. You know, I'm not sure what else you'd want to store in here that's so small, but at least there is a super tiny option on the market, although not cheap. Again, because of the American manufacturing, this is $32.95. All right, keep in mind the smallest one here, but the most expensive option. All right, so next up is the Amenta, and this is the big boy in today's comparison. So this one has, again, multiple chambers, just like the ThruNite as well as the Tisser, but these are much larger. So we can have, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Can we fit all 4? Yes, it looks like we can. Maybe. Let's see, is it gonna squeeze? Yeah, no, we have all 4 of our Tylenol 500. All right, so 12 hours dosage of Tylenol in just one cavity here. So if you really need to carry some really large pills or multiple pills that are a couple or bigger, this might be the best option because it's physically the biggest, but this is also quite large to be on the keys. Something to think about. Also, this did come with this little carabiner on here, which is pretty nice as well. It seems to be titanium, although I don't know that for sure. So this one is modular as well. All right, so there's 3 capsules, but of course, because this is so large, if you wanted to just use, let's see if we could just use the bottom one here, which I believe we can. All right, so let's say you just wanted to put those 4 in there. All right, so it's not so cumbersome on the keys. This would make more sense. It's a lot wider, but it's not that long. So this would be manageable, you know, on your keys. So pretty interesting, very cool option here. Also a little bit pricier though at the $31.99 price tag, but certainly cool though. Now, one thing I will say about this larger capsule holder is that if you're going on, let's say, a trip or something, and you happen to take a medicine that's multiple, multiple pills together like this, these can represent each day. So let's say you're going on a trip for 3 days. This could be your pills for 1 day, 2nd day, and 3rd day. All right, so it is cumbersome, it is large, and it is more expensive, but this would be enough to hold many people's different medications for multiple days at a time, which could be very beneficial. All right, so last up here is the Pifni Torpedo. All right, so as you can see here, this one did also come with a necklace, which is nice, kind of like a little box chain. All right, also came with the fat, round carabiner style clip here. All right, but this one is also multiple chambers. This one has 2 chambers. So 2 chambers and a cap. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. Bottom chamber, let's see how big it is in comparison to the other ones. We can hold the multivitamin. I believe it can, yes. Perfectly fine. So you can have 2 multivitamins, or probably, let's see if we can carry 2 or 3 of these Tylenol. 1, 2, and it looks like 2 is the limit here per chamber anyway. So you can carry 4 with this whole system here, and of course multiple of the small ones. All right, so just another option. All right, but here you go. That is the Pifni. All right, so some final thoughts with these pill capsule holders. I think they're fantastic. You know, I happen to love titanium myself, so I like that they're all titanium. Obviously, there's a variety of prices here. As far as the ThruNite, $10, it is literally the best value. It's the cheapest one on here with multiple chambers. It is a little thinner, so I would say that if you're looking to carry much larger pills or many pills, you might want to go with something like the Amenta, or if you want to just carry much bigger pills but only maybe 1 day's worth, that's where the O-Knife Optical H1 Mini might come into play. So lots of pills or really big pills, single chamber one that's small, or multiple options with multiple chambers, and you could still use this with a single chamber. So between even these two, I think it's kind of worth the extra money in my opinion because it's so diverse. However, of course, the CeeLo, that's specific to one type of medication or something that's super small. So this is probably the least used, also the most expensive on the table. So maybe the least popular as far as capsules go. But the biggest comparison really, or the true comparison here, is between the ThruNite and the Tisser Micro. This Tisser is almost identical in size. Again, it has the 3 chambers. I do like that this ThruNite has kind of a matte titanium finish. This is a little bit more polished. I do like this one came with the necklace as well, but these have basically the same capabilities, only this one's $10 and this one's $20, so it's literally twice the price. I'd much rather get 2 of these than 1 of these. But yeah, those are my thoughts on these different capsule holders. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new to ThruNite's channel, they do product giveaways. It's completely free. If you're interested, all you have to do is comment on these videos and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching.